what do you guys feel like is the big three of R&B? Like 3 people who maybe came into the game around the same time and like are at the top of their R&B game right now.
Okay.
Speaking of Cole, I mean, Cole said it on the song. He said it's what Ari, SZA, and Summer. That's what he said. To me, that's like the top 3 for the women with that kind of new age soul R&B. It's hard to say because if you talk about the fellas, it's like who counts for the men right now? It's like the generational gaps because Usher's like the king to where he's just the king of the king.
That was my thing when I was looking at this last night because when you say like if they all came in around the same time, then my big 3 is like totally off. But it would have to be like that, like Summer, SZA, and Ari.
Well,
or like Jasmine.
Jasmine, she's been around forever at this point.
Yeah, that was like high school for me, middle school.
Yeah.
You know what? As much as I genuinely love Ari, I don't know that Ari would be up there.
I mean, replacing her with who? Her? H-E-R?
Yeah, her. Her would have to be up there. Ari can't do arenas.
Her is doing arenas. I mean, we saw what happened with Ari with Ari was opening for Broadway, and we saw how that turned out.
Yeah, we talked.
I feel like me personally, I feel like Ari should be up there with the Summers and the SZAs. I think.
Yeah, maybe if
she
you want to go
should be
talent-wise,
talent-wise, she should definitely be there.
No men.
Her peaks are
right
now.
The
men, how do we even classify the men at this point? Like,
I mean, Chris Brown got to be up there.
I know, but Chris Brown has been around since
years,
2005.
huh?
So then you put Usher in that category.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
How about this? If we're taking the timeline of their coming into the industry out, and we just had to say 3 people at the top of the R&B game
today that are still putting music
as of today.
Yes,
because Usher did have some major songs last year. He had a comeback.
I mean, yeah, it's gonna be Usher for sure. Usher's in there. Yeah. Chris Brown has to be in there
by default.
And okay, is Beyonce still an R&B artist?
Is she above being in a big 3, or is she just like the
if anything, she would be the Kendrick of the bunch.
Like,
she would be the Kendrick of the bunch.
It's just Big B.
She's Big B, yeah, easy.
What?
Easy.
She would be the
Kendrick
of the bunch.
But I mean, if we talking R&B though, she still makes R&B music, and it's still very soulful to me.
Yeah,
she's the queen of everything. I mean, she's doing because people were saying she was pop, so she dropped 4, and I was like, oh, she really is back to her R&B roots. So it's like she can jump in, and it's always going to be a combination of R&B plus pop. At this point, country.
She's an avatar.
Yeah, seriously. So.
Then we should add Jasmine Sullivan in there too. So okay, so who's your big 3 gonna be? Because I feel like all of ours are gonna be different. If we just talking about people still putting music out to this day on top of their game, no matter when they started.
Yeah.
I would like to blend a little bit of each. So I feel like SZA has to be up there for like
SZA
right now.
Yeah.
Beyonce would be the Kendrick of the bunch. Like it's just big her, and then
it's just big her.
Usher. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I had.
Yeah,
I put SZA just because of like what her last album did, and the one before that, honestly too. But SOS was just huge. Like her first 2 albums are
like
SZA, Usher, Chris Brown. Like that's a slash. I feel like they go hand in hand, but I don't know over that last spot who I want to give it to.
If not Beyonce,
because Beyonce is just.
If we take Beyonce,
if you take Beyonce out, it's like I don't know. You put Summer Walker there, you put Jasmine Sullivan there.
I might put Jasmine just because we have to have a vocal heavyweight in there.
Yeah, there's somebody got to be singing.
To me is a great artist, but a moderate singer.
Yeah.
While Jasmine is an actual great singer.
Yeah,
so
church.
we have to have somebody in there with a church vocal to be in the top 3.
I like that.
Yeah.
So you're going SZA, Usher, Jasmine Sullivan.
Probably so, and it does feel wild not having Chris in because Chris is always here.
Right, that's why I said Usher
as of like
Chris.
Last year, Usher had a stronger year than Chris.
He did.
Before that, the last time that Usher had a better year than Chris was
Confessions.
When I say Confessions, damn near.
Yeah,
probably.
Confessions. What album was bigger than?
Yeah, because 08 was Loving the Club, and that was cool. But he was trying to chase.
He had big singles.
He had the EDM era.
Yeah,
he was big, but that's EDM. That's not R&B.
Yeah, right.
So within R&B, he had the Good Kissers and those that just never really
Daddy.
took off. He had the Daddy's Home. He had the
I Don't Mind.
Don't Waste My Time with LMA. All cool
songs.
Yeah, he be having
singles and stuff.
Yeah, singles.
We talked about it on the pod. How do you feel about Usher's Coming Home album?
Coming Home. Which one is that?
The one with
most
the peach,
recent one.
The new one.
Oh, the recent one.
Yeah.
It started off kind of like very trendy. It felt like he's trying to chase, and to me, that's really been Usher's issue since Confessions is that he's tried to chase too many trends, and that's why he hasn't matched that. It's like it's hard to match that. Like Mike never matched Thriller after he made Thriller.
Yeah.
He ain't gotta make Thriller, but make something that's just true to himself. It felt like he was always trying to go pop. So this last one, I feel like Coming Home, it has a couple that got better, but it just feels a little bit too thin for what I wanted. After seeing a Tiny Desk performance, you want something more soulful.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's why Beyonce is literally Big B, because I don't think she has like one album where it's like, oh, she never came back from that album. Like even with this last one, I was like, I didn't think I was gonna like it as much as I do. But every time I go back to it, I'm like, damn, I love this album.
I find myself going back to it often.
Yeah.
Often. And I think there's like one of the interludes is like, you know, genres are a funny thing. Like it takes somebody
right
that
before
you trust
Spaghetti
to put you on to good music.
Right.
Good music is good music, and that album is good music.
Yeah, it is.
Like
it is.
So many
whether you
layers
like
to it.
country or not. Yeah. Levi's jeans.
That's an R&B song. I don't care what nobody say. It
And
just
you
got,
know I'm gonna-
it's got a country back tone to it. That's it.
Two Hands
all the
to
same
Heaven?
roots.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's all rhythm
I
and
will
blues.
never listen
but-
to Two Hands to Heaven the same way.
Yeah, let us know in the comments who your big three is for R&B then, because I'm trying to see something. But so we said SZA, Usher,
And Jasmine
Sullivan.
I like that.
That's
think
a
we can
good
decide
big
on
three.
that. I like it.
I roll with
It's
that.
controversial, but
It's a hot
it'll
take, a
stand.
little
Yeah,
bit.
stand its ground. Let us know what y'all think in the comments though.
R&B only.